Hello, YouTube. StatueHunter's 75 here with another episode, Statue Hunters Bags and Boards, episode number 89. I haven't done a Bags and Boards episode in a while, probably about a month now. I've been kind of just cutting back. I got a lot of stuff going on with my personal life with some things I got in the works, so it's been taking a lot of my time and efforts. So I kind of, cut back on comics for a little bit. I'm getting back in the game, but just slowed down for a little bit with the comic spending for a little while there. But everything's taken care of now, and back to going to most of my stores and stuff. And I'm got a few more to pick up at for this week and the past few weeks. I still got to hit up Paper Asylum, which I'll be there soon enough. To go pick up a few books for now. A lot more coming for the videos, so just wanted to let you guys know. Let's start the day. So I was in a training today, so I wasn't in my normal location for work, so I didn't hit some different stores today after work. So anyway, I went to a store in Waltham, and I'm not even gonna name the name of the store because I don't want to give the store a plug, because I'm kind of disappointed with how they were. They have a book. I'm not even going to say what the book is. It was a first appearance of someone, and let's just say it was ticked all up and down the spine, right? It was ticked all up and down the spine, had a major imperfection, blemish, almost like someone held a magnifying glass under the sun to it. It was like almost like a burn mark that was raised and protruded on the cover. It was a book from the 70s, right? No need to get into what book it was, but he had it for $79.99. The store here in Waltham, and all day long, near mint copies, selling on eBay for $40 to $50. So I said to the owner, who was a nice enough guy, don't get me wrong, he's just, some comic shop owners are great. They'll will go with you. They'll negotiate a little, and they're fair. If you show them, hey, it's on eBay, it's selling for this cheap, you're asking, not to offend you, but you're asking way too much for this book. Some of them will think rationally and, okay, let's go with that price then, or I'm into it for too much, so I can't do that, but I'll come a little down. This guy was like, oh, sticker price is sticker price. I was like, okay, so you're going to lose a sale big time here because this book is all dinged up, damaged, ticked up and down the spine, major imperfection in the center of the cover. I mean, just bad business, stupid. Won't even budge, not even a couple dollars, let alone the fact that it was like $30 overpriced. Anyway, enough about the rant. So I picked up some other books that were modern books, and books that he had for super cheap that you probably didn't know, but whatever. So I picked up Vampire State Building, copy of that, #1. Picked up Something is Killing the Children. I believe this is now Vampire State Building, Charlie Adlard, from The Walking Dead, the artist from The Walking Dead, did this, so he's all over this. It's not Image, it's a Blaze Comics. So it's another independent comic, so it's not even Image, but it's got some buzz. So it might be worth you guys checking out, seriously, because it's getting some hype. I haven't read it yet, but I hear it's pretty good. So hey, you guys might want to check it out because it might end up being worth something. Basically the premise behind it is, a man fights a group of vampires while trapped in the Empire State Building. So, never know, could turn into a movie. Alright, moving on. I have a wicked bad head cold, by the way, so please excuse my horrible voice. Something is Killing the Children. This is like a variant 4th printing cover of #1. And this book's got some buzz too, so I picked it up. Also picked up, with the announcement of this being optioned, yet another Valiant movie that's optioned, Harbinger. It was just think these are like $5 books or whatever. Some first appearances. You never know if there ever is a movie or anything. It'll probably turn into something. So it's just issue 9 and 10. He didn't have 1, 2, or 3, which I would have eaten up if he did. Actually, he did have issue 1, but it had the the mail away thing torn off. So I'm not going to buy an incomplete book. And plus, he wanted $100 for it being incomplete without the coupon in the middle. Okay, a little overpriced at that store. Anyway, moving on. I'll get to the best. I'll save the best for last. So then I went to, my normal local shop, which is right near my house. I hit Power Play Comics and picked up a few books. Picked up some from last week, too. This was from last week, The Plot. I already got that cover, so I just picked up another one. Picked up the Inyuk Lee variant of that Vampire State of Mind, so hopefully that turns into something. And that'll be, that's probably the cover to get, is the Inyuk Lee cover, and the cover A, of course. There you go. Nomen Omen. This looks pretty cool. I mean, I like the girl's hair. It's an urban fantasy about a young girl who crosses into a realm of witchcraft. So this could turn into something. This is the A cover right here. I picked up the A cover. And I picked up, this is probably the B or the C cover. So I picked that up as well, just in case it does turn into something. It's an Image comic, and it's a #1. I read this. I'm loving this book. It's by Soldiers. It took forever for them to finally come out with #5 of 7. I've been reading it all along. Probably the only comic that I'm avidly reading. Like, I don't care if I don't have time for anything anymore. I will stop and read this. I love the art in it. It's cool. It's sexy. It's hot. It's a good comic. I like it. I like the military accuracy and all the it's done by veterans. I like supporting that. And also I just like the storyline with the zombies and everything. So Rags #5 of 7, picked that up. I think there was only one cover that came out this week. They didn't even solicit it on any of the apps. So I was very happy to see that. It was a big surprise. Of course, one of my favorite artists, J. Scott Campbell. So I picked this up. It's a Mary Jane variant cover. Fantastic Four 15. I'm not really following the Fantastic Four right now. I probably should be, but I'm not. But I just picked this up because it was a hot J. Scott Campbell cover. Dead Eyes, after the lawsuit, Image Comics relaunched, Dead Rabbit with Dead Eyes. It's the same exact story, I think. It's #1, just retold with, the legal Dead Eyes instead of Dead Rabbit, which was, they were sued by a local bar, I guess. I like it because it's based in Boston, too. This was from last week, Batman, Superman. It's the first appearance of the guy on the cover there. Also, first cover appearance of the Shazam Who Laughs. Never know if it turns into something, but picked up just in case. All right, Powers of X, or Powers of 10, whatever the hell it's called. I believe it should be Powers of X because it is the X-Men. Anyway, nonetheless, this was from last week, so I just picked up that cover because it was wicked cool with all the different generations of Gambit. And this cover was hot because I love anything from the Savage Land, especially Savage. Is that Savage Mary Jane? No, Savage Miss Marvel. What's her name? No, Mary Marvel. No, it's oh my God, Jean Grey. So that's pretty hot. Savage Storm. Never saw Savage Storm either. And the others. No Savage Rogue, oddly enough. I did pick this up. This was from last week as well. It's Year of the Villain, Evil Unleashed. It's Action Comics. What number was it? Action Comics number 1015, 1015. And you know what this is? It's the first appearance of there she is, Naomi, in DC continuity. Also her first cover appearance. And another cool one was the cardstock variant, which was wicked hot. Prolo variant, really nice artwork with Soups and Naomi there, so I picked that up too. Picked up Marvel Comics Presents #9. I forget what the solicit was about that because it was from last week. And then from this week, House of X, or House of 10, whatever you want to call it. It's just part 11 of a 12-issue crossover with the Powers of X. I don't know if anything happens in this. We'll find out. But I picked it up because I've been following it. And I want to keep following it, keep grabbing them. And this one had Omega Red on the cover, so I had to buy this. I couldn't pass this up. This is the foreshadowing variant edition, whatever that means, with Omega Red. That's cool. So very happy to acquire all these. Moving on to the save the best for last. We have a really hot book, couple hot books. Actually, let me get into those last. We'll do those last. So even though you might have just snuck a peek, we'll take it off camera. We'll do it after. I'll save the very best comic book cover for last. So, all right. This was a freebie here. DC Hill House. Turn a new page and fair with Hill House Comics. Actually, it looks like a mix between I Know What You Did Last Summer and It with the little raincoat there. Cool cover. So it wasn't $13.99. This was I picked up another book that I changed the box, but that was from this week too. The Spider-Verse 125 variant. Only $13.99 with 20% off. Newbury Comics, best place to get it. So I got a great deal on that. That was one of the books I'm saving for last, so we'll get into that after. Dead End Kids #1. I don't know what printing this is. I don't even know if they solicited it. Maybe they did. No, I mean, #3 came out this week, and they didn't have #3, but they had, which is a final issue of the 3-part series. They didn't have it, so I just picked it up because it's another printing, probably like a 4th or 5th printing. You never know; it could be a low print run down the road if that turns into anything. And this was like once in future. I think this was like the 4th or 5th printing. So I picked this up as well. I don't know what printing it was, but I can't find a solicit for it. But, it's #1. I believe it's like a 2nd or 3rd print, so picked it up. And yet another variant cover for Nomen Omen, which I didn't have. And this looks like it might turn into something. It looks pretty cool, so didn't have this cover, so I picked it up. And another variant cover of Vampire State Building. So I picked that up, cool, also. And, let me sneeze. Oh, I lost my sneeze, okay. Saving the best for last, excuse me. So my daughter is a huge Spider-Gwen fan. She loves Spider-Gwen. Wants to be here this Halloween and everything. She loves Spider-Gwen, which is awesome. It's melting my heart. I love that my daughter's kind of being into comics with Daddy. And she has, obviously, for obvious reasons, why she likes Spider-Gwen. She's a female. She's pink and purple, all of her favorite colors, and she's a cool character. I like her. And from the Into the Spider-Verse movie was where she first got turned on to her, and she fell in love with her. So she's always asking Daddy. We'll look at the solicitations every week and stuff, and she's always like, "Oh, Daddy, please get me that one." She has her own Spider-Gwen box, comic book box with the art print for Spider-Gwen. She loves it. So I've been getting her all the nice variants, and this one I would have got even if I didn't have a daughter. This variant's awesome. I mean, look at this abstract art. It's so cool. I think this was a 1 in 25 variant. It's selling for like $45. It's on fire. Just for obvious reasons. Look how cool that artwork is with that's so cool, that concept with the camera showing her masked, and then the actual outside of the camera, she's not masked. So it's really cool. My daughter loved it. I grabbed it at a fair price. I think I got this one at Harrison's, but this, as you know from seeing the sticker earlier, I got at Newbury Comics today for $13.99 minus 20%. This is an awesome cover. This is Spider-Verse #1. It's the variant edition. I don't know if they solicited anything about Spider-Verse #1. They might have. Let's see what they have to say about Spider-Verse #1. So, this is the first appearance of Spider-Zero, the first appearance of Spider-Monster, and the first appearance of Lord Spider. Wow, there's a lot of first appearances in this. That's awesome. I'm glad I grabbed this. First appearance of fan-created Spider Persona, Spider Requiem, V, and the Spinster. Oh, this is a hot book. This is cool. This is a shit ton of first appearances, and this is a sweet variant. I love the variant because it has my favorite Spider-Man on there, the Sony video game Spider-Man suit. I love it. That's so cool. I'm so glad that he's like coming into Marvel continuity. It's got the mech Spider. It's got Miles Morales. It's got Spider-Gwen. I'm not sure who Spinster is, if it's her. I think that's Mary Jane as a Spider person, or else it's that one back there, because they both seem to be redheads. Spider-Man Noir there in the background. Peter Porker. Spider-Man 2099. Can't really make out which Spider-Man that is back there. Not sure. Is that like some kind of Zorro Spider-Man? That's weird. Okay. But anyway, this is awesome. So I love this art. It's a 1 in 25. It's probably going to be worth a fortune, and I'm glad I grabbed it, and it's a primo mint copy. I'll be getting that graded. We'll see if that gets a 9.8. And my daughter was like, Daddy, you have to get this. So I searched everywhere and finally found a Newbury Comics that had it. Went crazy all around looking for it. So I got it for her. She's all happy. She was happy as a pig in mud. And she actually sat down tonight and tried to draw the comic. She's 5 years old, so I think that's awesome that she drew that. I'm like crying here, you know, when she drew it. I'm like, that's so beautiful, Sienna. Making Daddy proud. Watch out, Marvel Comics. You know, look out, Stanley Adram Law and Shannon Mayer and all those other hot artists right now. Here comes my daughter. She's gonna work at Marvel. She even she's so cute. She's like, Daddy, I even put the #1. Oh, I love it. She goes, and I put the price down here with the barcode. I'm in heaven. And then she also drew her own Spider-Man cover. She made up her own spider character. So cute. 5 years old. She's an angel. She's the best. Love my daughter. All right, guys. So that wraps it up. Should I take a picture of this? I'll make that be the main thumbnail of this video. That's too cool. So, all right, guys. Thanks for watching. Hey, if you like my daughter's artwork, give it a thumbs up. If you're the random normal hater, give it your stupid thumbs down and be the asshole that you are, troll. But everyone else, you know, give a thumbs up, like and subscribe. Join us for the ride. You know, hit the bell for notifications if you do subscribe. You know, I'm always posting new videos as often as I can. So I hope you guys are enjoying the content. All right, guys, more statue reviews to come too as well. Thanks for watching. Have a great evening.